Hello everyone! Welcome to this brand new art stream. For some reason, my hands are not being tracked. Hold on a second here. Why is it not seeing my hands? Oh, that's weird. Oh well. You will see my hands in a second. But yeah, got a brand new art stream for you guys. My very first one. I suppose if my hands aren't being tracked, let's switch on over to the new setup! Let the other, thing reload, I guess, for a second, with the overlay. Come on, overlay. You can do it. Oh, the scuff. It does this every time. Yeah, anyway, here we are. Hi! So good to see you. But yeah, here we go. We have our own nice little setup here. I got the special sketchbook right here. And, oh, here's a little secret thing I was studying for or whatever. Got our eraser. Over on this side, I got all of my pencils and paintbrushes over here. And you may know from the thumbnail, but I have so much paint. A ridiculous amount of paint. And I need to get through it. I made a promise to myself this year that I cannot buy any more. I cannot buy any more art supplies until I use up all of those paints. As much as it hurts. It hurts my heart. It hurts my heart so much. Oh, I very much want, like, buying art supplies is just, you know, you get that dopamine and everything, but I mean, oh my goodness. Let me see if I can get this whole thing on camera. Ooh. Let me see. Yeah. There. Well, not all of it, but like, you see what I have to deal with. Now, these are like the kind you get at the dollar store. Like, you know, I got a whole 4 fluid ounces in each of these. A couple of them I've like mixed to get my own, like with this one, the gold metallic or whatever. You mix the gold metallic with, which one is it? I think it's with this fuchsia, and you get a rose gold. So I made my own rose gold so that I can paint rose gold stuff. So yeah, some of these are custom colors that I've made myself. But yeah, the possibilities are endless. We have so many possibilities to paint whatever we want. So really, we don't need to buy anything new, but I've been absolutely loving my gouache palette and how gouache just is and how it behaves and how it flows and like blended as a watercolor. I absolutely love it so much. Like I kind of just want to make, I want to get the, like, the CMY primary colors and make my own palette. I was watching, like, you know, like paint mixings and all that sort of thing. But to do that, I need to use up everything. I need to use up all my stuff first. I shouldn't buy more until I've used it all. So, in a way, this is my own version of Project Pan. If you've heard of Project Pan in the makeup scene, it's basically use what you have before buy more. Like stop buying new makeup until you've used it all up. That sort of thing. So that's the vibe. That's the vibe we're going for here, is we need an excuse to use up all of our art supplies so that we can feel good about ourselves and buy more. Or we can feel good about ourselves when we buy more. I should clarify. I should clarify that. But yeah, so enough of that. Let's I mean, as beautiful as this polar bears eating marshmallows in a snowstorm picture is, let's make it something else. Let's make it something else. I'm really excited. Yeah. Oh man. What are we gonna do? I thought maybe we could just pick a randomized color, like use a randomized color picker, like pick a random color or two, or like maybe 2 or 3, and then just make a composition out of that. And just kind of go for it. Just see where it takes us. If any of you, when you pop in, or are here now, have any suggestions, on like what to do, what to make, what do you want to see, let me know. Pop it in the chat. Let's make a thing. Let's make a thing. I'm excited. Anyway, let's do this. I had some brushes softening just off screen there. There we go. They were a little crusty because I found them while tidying up. So anyway, let me go to the randomized color picker on my screen. It's a gray. Okay, no. Coral red. Okay. I don't know. Like, I'll pick the closest thing, because I don't know if I won't maybe not have the exact. I mean, we can always mix and make it so, but I'll pick the closest thing I got. I know names aren't gonna match whatsoever, because, I mean, brands will use their own names for different colors when it's literally the exact same thing. So we have I think it's a cool tone bright red. Cool tone bright red. Whoop. Pretty sure that work. Cool tone bright red. And burn green. Ooh, and a warm colored kind of deep. This is a little lighter than that, but I think it'll work. I think that's fine. I think we need a third color. What's our third color? Sun yellow. Okay. Which, nice orangey warm yellow. That's, this is as close as I got. Which, we can mix these two to have a more orangey tone to it, because, okay, so we have, oof, let me readjust on this chair. I gotta climb up and climb down on this chair every single time I want to do something. Okay, so, to start off, we got some warms and a cool. Okay. Alrighty then. Let's put these on the palette. Shake them up. Make sure they're not totally separated. This one definitely has some separation going. I don't think I've ever used this color. Besides, marking its top. It's gonna be fun. Maybe I need to get some air. Shake it, shake it, shake, shake, shake it, shake it. Yeah. Put you in this corner. Nice, decent amount. Colors on my camera are a little bit desaturated. Not sure what I could do about that. I'll make adjustments in the future. But yes, it is brighter in person. I'll post pictures up on my Blue Sky afterwards of our final product, of course. Yeah, the camera above is desaturating everything. So I will need to make adjustments to that for the future. But it's the first one, so we're gonna be okay. Ooh, there we go. Alright, so we have our 3 colors to start. Let's see. I'll move them over. We can keep them up here. They're not gonna get in the way, I don't think. If they get in the way, we can move them later. They're pretty runny. Let's mix a few. Let's see what everything looks like mixed up. See if we can get extra inspiration. One, two, and... well, I guess just 1, 2. Yeah. Alright, hold on. There you go. Wipe that off. Alright. This one by itself. 2, oh, 2 there. First color. This is probably going to be a brown of sorts, because we are mixing like a cool-ish and a warm-ish together, so it's going to get a little muddy. Well, that's not too bad. Let me move that over a little like so. Interesting. Okay. That's not the worst thing in the world. It's giving me ideas. Which is what we wanted. We wanted ideas. We want ideas. We definitely do. Alright, and now... we want yellow over here on either side. guess I didn't need all the green, like 2 greens or whatever, but... There we go. Let's mix this together. See what we got. Well, we could mix this with the green over there when we finish it. Ooh. I have a smaller palette knife that I think would be better for mixing these together. Oh no, I got a little panda on me. There we go. I'll watch that later. That's really pretty. We could also just sort of mark it on the paper. See how it dries? Because how it dries might be a little different than how it is in the palette. Got to do that earlier. Well, that's kind of cute. Ah! Oh. We got a little in that green, but that's okay. I'll just be careful. Painting can be messy, and that's fine. I am probably using... Yeah, this palette knife is too big for what I'm trying to do. See, this is the color that I expected to get from the first mix, but I guess... Actually, yeah. Good ideas all around. Let's quickly, let's watch this baby. Ooh, yeah. I like how that looks. Okay. This last little mix. Just to get ideas. Oh, I like this. This is pretty. Maybe the green is more neutral than I thought. It's actually playing nice. It's playing nice with the other colors. I mean, look at that. It's so soft. Yeah, that's real pretty. Oh, this isn't for drinking. This is for our paint. This is our paint water. This is not for drinking. I wanted to be fancy. Let's put that to the side here. Let's see. Who do we want to use? Let's use who. Right, and then of course, we also want to have our regular colors here. So, difference between everybody. There we go. Here's our palette. What are we going to paint? Let's see, what does this inspire? Kind of getting these give me like brick fireplace vibes, and this gives me like, you know what? Like maybe all of this could be like an antique chair. Like, or not necessarily antique, but like a vintage chair. I'm getting a vintage chair vibes. Yeah. Vintage chair vibes. So let me get a reference from Google. Just for a shape. Let me grab a handy dandy keyboard here. Alright. Vintage chair. Images. Put you aside. Yeah. I just want to get a good, like, a shape. Yeah, I see. That's... Yeah, because this green reminds me of, like the green cushions that are, like... The kind that are, like, on this little, like, rocking apparatus. They have these cushions, and then it's like this little dynamic here. Like so, like these guys. You may not be able to see on camera so much. Like, not until I fill it in or whatever, but like... They have this dark wood and then this, like, almost shiny, floralish fabric that is, like... It's, I don't know what time it's from. But it's like, it's not bright 70s or anything like that. It's like maybe right before that. Yeah. We'll have like one of these chairs. Maybe right next to or like in front of a brick wall kind of thing. Or like a little brick corner. We'll like... Got its shape. Now let's place it in the world. Let's move the floor back here. so it has some sort of space to it, and then we can put a little vase here, little vase, little vase. I don't know, like, is it just a regional difference? The whole vase thing seems like it would just be a regional difference type of situation. Yeah, maybe a nice little tall vase, right? Vase right here, and make some things stick out of it. Little pussy willow things that were all the rage in home decorating. We can even make a cute little gallery wall behind our chair. Yeah. Sort of block out things. Yeah, this is a nice little scene here. We'll have this nice big picture here. A few more little ones. And no rhyme or reason to this gallery wall. It'll be like a true grandma gallery wall. That is just like, oh, I received pictures of my relatives, and I'm gonna put it on the wall in however way it fits, in whatever frame that fits it. Those are the realest of gallery walls. Yeah, that's the vibes we get today. Yeah. That's the vibes this color palette has given me. It's given me, like, it's giving me grandma house. Yeah. This brown makes a really good, like, flooring. Alright, let's block out our colors. Those are main colors. I know this is gonna be the floor. This is acrylic, so like we can paint over it super easy. We'll do it nice and thin so I can still see stuff. I'm just gonna like swap back to make sure that my live is still okay. You can still see me, that's important. I don't know what's going on with my phone, if you can even hear it. I hope you can't. I'm probably just getting notifications about nothing. You know how sometimes a notification sound will go off on your technology, and then you'll go to check it, and nothing is there? Like, why is that? Like, excuse me? Are you just Are you just feeling needy? Does anyone else have very needy technology? Was like, you put me down 5 minutes ago and you haven't picked me up since then. What are you doing? It's like, oh my god. Chill out. Just because I haven't held you in 5 minutes doesn't mean that I'm not gonna use you ever again. Just chill. Shout out to the Coral Island soundtrack that we have as our background music today. Hopefully you guys can hear it okay. I didn't want it to overtake the sound. It's my first time playing background music. I wanted to keep it just kind of chill and quiet in the background, so hopefully that's what it's doing and it's not overtaking too much. And yes, I did purchase it with the game. I was wanting to play it for you guys for stream, but it was this or Stardew Valley, and because I can't do too many. There's like, oh, there's so many games I want to play, but I don't have the time. I don't have the energy. I still got to do real life things too. And if we just saw from yesterday, I tried playing Stardew Valley right after I played Zelda, and my hand hurt too much to play the fishing minigame in Stardew Valley. So that unfortunately is I can't play games back to back. That's a big oof there. So unfortunately. And also, there's a game that I very much am looking forward to coming out, which I'm gonna wait for it to come out on the Switch, because I do not think my laptop can handle the streaming software at the same time as everything else. It's running a game, so, or at least for now, is the Tales of the Shire game. I am so excited for that. It's been delayed a little bit coming out on the Switch, and I'm actually very thankful for that, because because I'm like, oh shoot, I need to save up for that. I want to make progress on some of my other games that I've already like started, but then like I need to stop playing one of my current games to play that game. And like, do I wait till I'm done, or do I just swap it out right away so that I'm playing it with everybody else and I don't get spoiled? What am I gonna do? I don't know. I do not know. That's the big question right there. We are gonna scoop and Get a little bit here. Because we need more of this, and it's going to need to be a little bit lighter. We're going to start getting some of our directional lighting going. I know a lot of this, like covering the whole page, I mean, some of it's gonna get covered up again, but I'd feel much better with myself having, like, I don't want to go back in to fill in the wall. Like, I'd rather have the wall definitely covered than to have, like, weird gaps not covering the wall. Like, I want the background to be properly considered. Because we're telling a story here. We're not just painting a chair. We are telling a story with this painting. I don't care too much that the paper's probably gonna be wobbly afterwards. This paint is not, or not paint. This paper is not necessarily meant for paint. I just bought it at the Dollar Tree. I liked the cover, figured it fit with our theme here, and went for it, and we are just gonna... we're gonna put it through the ringer. We're gonna see if it's worth the, $4 I spent on it? I think it was $4. Yeah, $4. Canadian. For anyone wondering, like, why are stuff from the Dollar Tree that expensive? Or not Dollar Tree, sorry, Dollarama. This was Dollarama. Dollar Tree is now $1.75 in my area, by default, unless otherwise priced. It do just be that way sometimes. Okay. Very good. Alright. There's our room. It's our basic-y. We'll let this dry for a couple of seconds. And we'll do that. Let's take a little break and switch out our water here. Nice and fresh, because we're gonna start working with the green and the yellow. So let's take a little break and swap our water. Be right back. We are back. Hello, everybody. We are back. Got some fresh water. Yeah, wash my hands a little bit. You know, we're getting a little paint on us, but I think it'll be fine. Part of the process. If it stains us, it stains us. Yeah, so let us start blocking out our chair. Let me just try and find what brush do I want to use for this. I don't use this one. No, it's not flexible enough. Yeah, I do want to use this one. Yeah, we want to just use our main color here to block out our chair shape. I'm doing a different angle than my reference picture, but hopefully it'll still translate okay. It's gonna be kind of like a cartoony version of the actual thing, I think, but you know, that's what practice is for. Hopefully it still kind of looks like what I'm going for. Hope everybody's day went good so far. Like, how's everybody's Monday? Did your week start today, or did it not? Like, I know everybody has different schedules and stuff. Sometimes your week starts today, sometimes it doesn't. And if your week started today, did you have a good start to the week? Were you dreading it? Do you like what you do on a Monday? I know not everybody does. What's something that you do to brighten your day if you don't like what you do? Do you just sludge through it? Either way, I hope that the time that you're spending right now with me is helpful in bringing your day something nicer, something bright. Just a chillin', some good vibes. These ones have little pads. Come out like this. We'll add the wood in a second, but hopefully now you can like see the type of chair I was talking about. The wood will come out a little further, but you see, like if you know what, like if you're familiar with certain antique chairs. If you had a elderly person in your life, did they have a chair like this? I know I would love to have a chair like this. Now we need to mix a little more brown. So let's I know you're not really supposed to mix with your brushes, but because it makes it harder to clean and it's not very good for the life of your brushes. But we're gonna clean this one right away. This comes out like so right away. This comes out like so. Like here, actually. There. And they have these little rockers down below. To rock the chair back and forth. It's like a rocking chair. It's like how they tried to do a lazy boy. It's like a lazy boy ancestor chair. It like it rocks, but it's a cozy chair. That's the only way I can really describe it. What if there are any other like views of this particular? I'm trying to like see. Yeah, it's like the predecessor to the lazy boy. They had the little rockers underneath, and then nice cushioniness. Some of them even had little extra decoration on the side here. I'm just gonna make it solid like this. I'm gonna take some liberties with our design, just so that we can properly see it. And we can go in later with more details. We want the cushion to jet out. But that line is at least kind of there. I'll tuck it down this way. We'll paint over that when that dries. But now we have the shape. We'll be able to like tuft it and everything. See, there's it. Yeah. bring this to life here. Do like I've never done one of these before, so we're learning as we go. Let's see if we can just block out different shapes with shading. And just see how it dries. And then we can go back later. Yeah, there's a little too much concentration here for the moment. I feel so. Let's leave that alone for a moment and go to the gallery wall. Let's at least block out all of these shapes. What did I have here? I had this shape. And this one. And then our little vase round over here. Maybe my skills aren't there yet. Maybe I just need to swap brushes. Let's try... Hmm. Hmm. I'm not loving this idea anymore. Don't know if I truly know how to fix this yet. Let's see. Well, let's grab some of you, some of you, and some of you, and see what we get. Maybe this will help. Or are we just getting... Okay, doing that again. A little more. A little bit more. Let's see. Let's grab a little more of you. That's what I want. This one. Maybe this is better. Let's try dry brushing this. That's a little better. I'm probably missing black and white. I don't really have black. At least not in these paints. I don't have black and white in these paints. I only have it in the gouache. I do have a bunch of this that I need to use. Got it years ago. Haven't been able to use it at all. Could be the vibes I'm missing. Could be the vibes I'm missing. Let me. Thank you. Oh, this is wiggly. Let me try tightening that up a little bit. Here we go. You know, it doesn't have to be perfect. We're just here to have fun. We're going to let go of perfection. Yeah. We're gonna let go of perfection. As long as I can get the point of what I was going for across, I think it's gonna be fine. I'm gonna use up as much of the paint on my palette as possible. Let it dry, and then go in with ink and my glass pen, I think, to try sketching in a few details. And I think that'll be... yeah, that'll be how we finish it. That's a good idea. Oh, that's the music. It's like, is something going off in the background? What's going on? It's the music. Weird. Okay. That I had like an alert or something. Or did I? Did I have an alert and I missed it? I'm so sorry if I did. No, I have text-to-speech if something like that happens. So, yeah, it was the music. Unless that's broken. Yeah, I'm hearing more stuff in the music now. That's nicer. At least for now. This thing is coming loose. I'm gonna need to... This is all... It's really wiggly. I'm gonna need to repair that with some glue. Yeah, I wanna make some shadows. I'm gonna need to mix the... darkest stuff. So, let's use this guy. You can go to the side too. This with darker of the browns. Oh, that's getting kind of dry. How does that look for a shadow? Looks pretty decent. Hard to differentiate some of the colors, but when we get some of our line art back into it. Yes. It's a little hard to do value when you don't have the black and white to mess with things. I mean, I said I wouldn't buy any more, but like... I feel like it should still be possible. Should still be possible to do like highlights and shadows without black and white. I need to cover more ground. I need a bigger brush. I don't have a lot of control with this, so what? And there it goes. I'm not gonna pick it up. Okay. Don't have any like. Ah, there's something. Maybe this will work. this old makeup brush. It's on an angle, but hopefully it'll work. I want to remove this dark color. It's a little too watery, but hopefully it still comes across. Hopefully it still comes across. As long as it does its job, right? There's so much of this red still. Maybe having this, like, concentration will... brightness will help. We'll use, like, saturation or instead of just white and black. Maybe that'll help, because everything else is pretty muted except for this red, so maybe that'll help us. I didn't want to pull another color, like, out of the pile to, like, get something for the green, but I think this is gonna work. I think this idea of using saturation is gonna work to give us more depth. It's all about experimenting. Let's get into this wall. Oh, already there is difference here. There we go. Oh, we've got something here. Got something. All right. And now I want to see about getting you over here. this a little bit of shadow too. While we're here. So puts it in the space some more. How do I make the brown of the chair stand out now? I think I want to just add more red to it. More saturation, more oomph. Because that's what's gonna set it apart. I really want to use this brush, but it's too wiggly. Do I have other equivalent? I don't want to use my watercolor brushes because they don't hold the acrylic very well. It's the same. Oh, this one's, it's just square, which is, it'll work. Yeah. So let's make ourselves a new brown. Just a little bit of. I guess it'll be cherry wood. We're making it cherry wood. And then we'll highlight it with the other color. Needs a little bit more. Just a touch. I do want it to, like, read brown. Does it read brown next to the... Yes. Okay, good. I mean, cherry wood is, like, definitely commonly used in more, like, in certain antique furniture. Or vintage furniture. I'm not sure which one this particular category falls into. It's definitely, I think it is more antique. Because vintage now is like 70s now, isn't it? Is vintage 70s now? Or like 80s? If vintage is 80s now, I'm going to be sad. Don't tell me that 80s is vintage now. That would make me very, very sad. So I'm gonna say that 70s is vintage. So this would be antique, because this is definitely before the 70s. Like, maybe 50s? Like, I mean, when was Lazy Boy... When was Lazy Boy, like, as a brand? Like, the one that we know today as Lazy Boy. When did they start? They've been around as long as I can remember. Well, not like... Well, I mean, my memory's not the best. But 80s I remember. That's, like, the best I can remember is the 80s. So, like, and they were well established by then. From what I know. We are gonna add some beautiful highlights to this wood here. Yes. When wood sparkles, Isn't that the best thing? Like a beautiful wood finish. Some good woodworking is just beautiful. I love it. Like warm wood is not like my particular, like in my house, like not my particular vibe. But I love it. Like, power to them. Like, I love the more neutral wood and, like, gray woods. Like, I'm very much a oak and walnut type of gal. Maybe not, or, I guess not. Oak can be very warm in certain ways. Certain oaks can be warm and yellow. I guess walnut. Walnut is very deep and can be gray. That's sort of more my vibe. But also, like, you know how, like, there's certain beech wood that, like, driftwood that turns gray from being weathered by the ocean? Like, I love that. But then if you were to, like, glaze, like, put a beautiful clear varnish on that and like treat it like you would like a hardwood, that would be gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I don't know if it's possible, like chemically, if that's like a thing, but that would be an absolute vibe. I really like the ocean. So I don't know, maybe I'm just biased that way. I can't really swim in the ocean. Like, I mean, with all my cracks and everything, and, you know, being made of stone, I kind of sink, and can't really save myself from the ocean. So I can't really swim all that much, but I just love being next to the ocean and hearing the ocean and, like walking along it and all that sort of thing. So, like, it's nice. I like it. I like finding all the rocks and pebbles and everything. I think we set it apart. Like, we kind of got it. We got there. It's coming together. There we go. We trusted the process. Do you see it? Do you see the chair? Do you see what I was talking about? Is it coming together? Do you see it? Do you see it? Oh, we are almost there. The vibes, they're coming together. I certainly hope so, at least. Let's see. I have this old makeup brush. I want to see if I could do something cool with, like, this. Like, adding a little bit of this to yellow, and then having kind of a sheen like this for, like, ooh, antique portraits type of vibe. Ooh, yeah. That blends it really interestingly. I like that. Okay. Because I gotta scoop this, because it's starting to dry. Gotta scoop it and blend it. This particular brush doesn't really hold water. Like, it's not meant to hold water. It's a makeup brush. It's meant for, I think it's just meant for, like, eyeshadow to put in the under eye type of thing. But, like, look at that effect. Look at that. That is a beautiful blend. I love that. I'm definitely going to take advantage of that. So yeah, if you want to, like, up your painting game and, like, you were into makeup and you're not really, like, you notice you're not, or you are into makeup, but you notice you're not using all of the brushes, take some of those brushes that you're not using and, see how you can paint with them. See what effect they do, like, with different mediums. Because a brush is a brush, and if you already have a brush, may as well use it for something else. It's like how a brush acts when you have like a powder medium versus a like, well, I guess these are like a liquidy cream like this. Very, very cool. Very interesting. Plus, you're saving money. You don't have to go out and buy more interesting brushes or anything like that. You just got this. You got something already. Washing it'll be interesting. But, you know, it's something. Speaking of, I have this brush right here. I think this is what we're missing for the tufting look. Look at that. I was just kind of going willy-nilly at first, but now I can kind of do it with purpose. I know it works. I know the concept works. Okay. I know it works. So now, let me just... it doesn't have like a truly solid base yet for us to do tufting upon. So let's at least for the back. Yeah, the rest of it, well, yeah, the back and the seat still need a more solid thing to play with. Took us a couple layers, but we made it. Yeah! Yay! I'm so glad we made it. I'm starting to get a little sad, a little worried, but we made it. We're doing okay. Probably use a rug to complete this kind of composition. I should have drawn one in. Oh, we know for later. I don't know. We'll see when we mix more colors. If I can figure it out. Maybe after I ink it, I can fill it in. Anyway, let us get some tufting. Is the tufting on the lower cushion as well? No. Tufting is like, got like one here. Ooh. And here. Here. And here. And like, and one in the middle. And a little shine. Little shine, little shine. It's also very, like, shiny material. That's a very versatile brush. I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah. Hmm. Maybe we can add a little rug. We need to rule of threes here with this green. We can, like, add a little bit to the paintings, maybe. And then, like, to rug. We could use one of these makeup brushes to just sort of really bring it into the corner here. Let me just mark out where it's gonna go. Just kind of right here, I think, is a nice little corner rug. Nothing crazy. Or nothing too crazy, at least. Let's look at all this we still gotta do. See about just sort of... You know, like, that one rug in Grandma's house or your great aunt's house that you aren't quite sure what color it was supposed to be, but it's this color now, I guess, type of... This brush holds a lot of water. Hold on. We are messing about with this. I should have planned for this rug beforehand, but it's going to help, I think. Yeah. Let's get a little bit of this. Make a little shag carpet. Like so, just kind of... Yeah, some vibes. What vibes like this? Alright, let's leave that. We need to switch out our water. That is for sure. And we gotta let this dry a little bit, I think. But I think before we go, let us move some of this up to this big picture. Let's just allude that this picture is like foresty kind of picture. Like pretend it's a Bob Ross painting of sorts. But it's gotten all like discolored and stuff over the years. Or it has like a glass pane over it that's gotten all dusty and stuff. There's some, maybe there's like a little cabin or something. Distance of this fake portrait here. In front of it, just like so. Kind of hard only working with 3. And of course we want some pictures of people. Another view of the little cabin. A person, sort of. Let's try and do like a big family portrait here. Like a all the grandkids kind of picture over here. Or just a general group picture. We just want silhouettes, we don't want anything crazy. I guess it's kind of hard for you to see, there's a bit of a glare, but yeah, we're just... There's gonna be more like I'm gonna do more like line work and stuff like that later. It's trust process. This will be like a need to fix this ever so slightly. I'm running out of yellow. That's okay. We have. It's mostly this orange that we wanted to use for this. There. It's pretty good. Let's, there's a lot of watery stuff over here. Let's finish up this rug. At least in this sense of the word. Like stippling some stuff here. And then we'll go in with our little, we'll dry it, we'll change our water. And then we can go in with our ink. Yeah. And if we want, we could do something else. Pick some other colors. Yeah, we could pick 3 more colors and try something else. I think this is great for the first time. Our little first little art piece. Yeah. All right. Time for a break. Time for a stretch. Gonna let this dry a little bit. Gonna clean up and be right back. Everybody go grab a snack. Get some water, have a nice little stretch, and have a nice little break. Be right back. Hello! We are back! Sorry it took so long. I thought I misplaced my, my glass pen here. I stored it down like this amongst my other pens, so I couldn't see it. So I'm gonna store it like this so that it's much easier to see in the future. But as a backup, I have this fancy guy that I love. Sometimes you just want to ink fancy, you know? When you want fine lines, you just want to feel fancy, you know? Just for fun, you know? I mean, sure, you can have, like, ballpoint pens or fine tip pens or whatever, but there's something about, you know? But yeah, let's get to it. I have this ink that I've gotten, like, forever ago, and I still have a whole bunch of it, so let's put it in a little container here, and, get on to it. Let's put some lines around our little challenge here. And then we can pick 3 new random colors and do another picture. Okay. Let's have this on the side. Now, of course, totally worried about ruining everything with the ink, but it's all about learning and the journey. So let's get on into it. There we go. That's the side. Now let's okay, that's shading. So let's. There's a little bit of stuff there, so let's there we go. Yeah, these lines are a little thick, but it'll add to the style. Boop. Yeah. Yeah. We don't necessarily need clean lines. My hands aren't really the most steady, but we're gonna let it just happen. Yeah. Kind of has a little, means like inorganic and organic at the same time. At least that's the vibe I'm going for. Whether or not other people see it is, yeah, whatever. I think the rest of this is definitely dry, so we're not at risk of anything on our cells. Yeah. Gotta loosen my hand a little bit here. Feeling the cramp. Don't. There we go. Just let it go. Let it flow. Don't grip too hard, otherwise you'll get cramps. Let it flow. Let it flow. Nice! Got the wall stuff done. Now, for the chair. This will help separate its wood from the floor. We I haven't really done this in a while, so let's see. Yes. Yes. This may have ruined it, but oh well. Live and learn. Slipping out of my hand. There we go. Right. Now for the little carpet. Wanted it to be kind of shaggy, so... Yeah. Wasn't sure if I was gonna, like, define the wall, but I should define the wall. There we go. There we go. Alright. Here we are. Kind of a... So stupid there. Okay, you're not really... I think it goes the other way, actually. There. There we go! We have a little color palette challenge. And a little house. Little corner. Little antique chair. I don't think the camera focuses, but let me just move so that there's a little less glare. I will take a picture and post that up on my Blue Sky, and we'll nightshade it, and it'll be on Twitter later. But if you want to see it before anybody else, and you missed the stream, Blue Sky's the place to be. All right. So while is that dry? Can I move over? Yeah, I guess I can move it over right away. Or let's one or two. Let's do just the one. Like so. Let's move on to the next. Select our next colors. But this time, we'll sketch something out in ink. And then fill it in with our colors. Try and think of something before. Instead of letting the colors, instead of blocking out with colors, we'll block out with ink first. Since I still have a considerable amount here. Let's see what our random colors are. Generate. Okay, so a dark teal. Closest I have is like without mixing anything. Without mixing anything. Actually, maybe we will just mix something. If we're gonna mix something, it'll be... Well, this navy's almost gone, and this dark, like these two together, will make the color that I'm seeing. And then the next one is like it's another yellow, but it's like a mustard yellow. It's actually pretty close to the metallic I have. Let's I don't know, that's too close to what we already had. And that's another blue. It is more of this kind of... Actually, no, it's more of this kind of blue. Like I said, I have a lot of colors here. Yeah. And then one more. And it's just a slightly darker shade of blue. Okay. And then brown. Okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we could do something cute with that. We could do something cute with that. Okay. Shove that back in its place. Okay. Let me grab a nice clean palette. Another reason it took me so long was I was cleaning the palette. Now. Oh, I wanted my smaller palette knife, so I wasn't making such a mess. Want this, baby? Yeah. Ugh, let me. Wow, my chair is sliding all over the place. Shake, 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 shake. This one's like practically new. I actually really like this. Ooh, you know what? We can do a nice little beach scene. Like a big log of driftwood. We have some nice. This is like a sky blue, and then like the darkish teal of the ocean. Ooh. I love this. I love this. Okay. We will sketch out our like shape and everything like that in a second. Let's first things first. Shake these up. Okay. Yeah. We want just this much. Then about that. Let's mix this up. I'm excited. I mean, we won't really have white, but we can use this brighter blue as a highlight. And also just paint thinly. We'll use the paper itself as well. Oh, cause look at that. Doesn't this scream ocean to you? Like deep ocean? Look at that. Look at this beautiful color. Oh, I love blues. There's something about blues that just really... yeah. That blue. And then against it, got an extra shirt to make that shaky, shaky, shaky. Then that. Look at that. Look at that contrast. Look at her go. Oh, yeah. Then... and then this brown. Yeah. I wanted to like ink beforehand. I don't know if I'm gonna do a good job. You know what? Let's have some faith in myself. Or just do the thing. We will just try. I don't know what I was doing with that. Free sketching is just, yeah, I'm not the best at free sketching. That's why I usually do it with, like, pencil and stuff, so I don't know how good that's gonna be. Maybe we'll just cover it with the paint, and it'll be okay. But... Let's just see how it... Tried to do a little stick jetting off the... Jetting off the log like this. Like that. Kind of. Maybe it's like a fresh log that fell into the ocean. And it hasn't necessarily been weathered just yet, but it's gonna be floating. Doing its own thing. Not necessarily in the best position here, but... it's got a spot. Maybe there can be a few other little floaty sticks hanging out with it. Try and like get some like disturbance and some surface tension, kind of. Maybe another piece over here doing something. Just vaguely shaped over here. Over here. Another vaguely shaped type of thing with some more. Yeah. Either it's like after a storm, or it's just kind of there. Just vibes, you know? Let's just stick you to the side over there. Let's see. We want to get a lot down. We can block our colors now. Ooh, this is all black now, so we got our handy-dandy spare jar over here. That's gonna be our clear colors for now, for blocking. I think it's a little too soon for another break, so... I almost dipped into the ink. Almost did it again. Go. Got some movement in the sky. Now. Water. I really like this one. Blue is just a happy color for me. Gives such good vibes. It's a good vibes color. Not that other colors aren't, just for me personally, it's a comfort color. What are your comfort colors? Do you find that there's a color that you're drawn to? Or just kind of feel good when you see? Let me know. Yeah, even though this was kind of messy at the start, I think I might like this method of coming up with stuff and then coloring it better than the other way around, trying to sketch around what I was making. I don't know why. I think this is just maybe more my style almost. I keep wanting to go into the teacup, but it's got black water. Black water because of the ink. It's got inky water. Which will be great for shadows. But I'm just trying to plot down just pure color right now. We're not shading right now. We're not mixing stuff. We're just trying to get our base color vibes down. And then we can mess around. Which will probably mostly be in the water because I think the sky actually looks really great as it is. Like maybe just a little bit, like maybe another layer of the bright stuff, or or maybe just like some storm clouds from this side. Yeah, I feel like the other one was a warm-up, and this one is just, yeah, like much better vibes. Or just, the ideas are flowing. I like this. I like this a lot. Yeah, this was nice. We did something with warm colors, and now we're doing something with cool colors. Well, technically, this blue is a warm color. Like, not all blues are cool. This is a warm blue. It has warm undertones to it. And that's why it's got so much depth. Like, this is a cool blue, and this is a warm blue. And that's why it seems like this is closer and that's further away. It just has that much more dimension, like, yeah. I tried to do something like that on the other one, but it was a lot harder to do with the colors that we got. I tried. Sometimes it's not so cut and dry, so easy. And this brown is like brown's kind of neutral. From what I can see. Like, it might have some warm tones to it, but kind of can go either way. But yeah, okay. Awesome. We got our colors blocked in. Now we can do some fun stuff. I am going to grab this guy. Pretty sure you're clean now. No, you are not. These makeup brushes hold a lot of water. And a lot of product. So cleaning them off to do something new. So it's a little bit of a challenge. Mm-hmm. 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 What I want to see. That's what I like to see. More water. Yes. Yeah. There's the whole, like, white cast around other object thing I was possibly, like, worried about from the last project, but kind of works like with the water, it works as if, like, it's waves, kind of, or like foam, sea foam, kind of vibes there. Yeah, awesome. Stick you over there. I'm gonna use the ink water with some of this and blend more shadowiness. Yes. We're gonna blend this so it's not so much a line, it's more of a rise. Oof. I'm craning my neck. Gotta not do that. Shoulder rolls, shoulder rolls. There we go. Right. Some more shadows. Blending. Really like this. This is great. Having a fun time. Ah, little speckle. Come on. Yeah. I'll, yeah. Yeah. lot of blending. Music stopped? I think the music stopped. It shouldn't have. Hold on. There we go. Sorry about that. I thought I had it on repeat. Like shuffle and repeat. I guess it's been a while and it's like, are you still here? Yes! Yes I am! Stop it! Awesome. Let's try and get just a little bit of this brown too. Like, even more like darkness. So it's darkness and desaturation. Ooh, look at that. It's like becoming a gray. It's like becoming a nice gray. Ooh. I love this. This is a beautiful color palette. I love it. Yeah. You know, browns and blues, they always go so nicely together. This is nice. Even with the, like, we have the warm, we have the cool, and we have the, like, kind of neutral, but, like, not quite, and just... yeah. More liquid on the brush there. Technically, I want, like, for the light, where the light direction's coming from, the sun is kind of behind us. But also over here. But it's also the ocean, so, like, anything is reflected, so it's, like, kind of hard to pinpoint. I hope that it's, like, still, like, readable, in a sense. I plan on doing this one more little thing with the water after a second. Like, you know how I blended the sky a second ago? I want to do that on the... here, too. Same brush. Let's see... how that looks. A little bit of a gamble, but... ooh. Yes. Yes. What is going on with my music here? Here. Shuffle. Maybe that'll work. Hopefully that fixed itself. Oh my god, look at that! We have so much paint left. But I feel like it's, like, done. Like, maybe there's a little touch-up over there, but for the most part, like, done. But I have, like, so much more paint. But, like, when it's done, you know? You don't want to overdo something. Yeah, I don't want to just... I don't want to just sloosh this away. While that is drying, there's this other little sketch I was working on to learn. I like to draw horses, but I haven't drawn all angles of them very well, or I'm not practiced in that. So I was working on this anatomy stuff. So let's I know it's not really horse colors necessarily, but let's use these to see how it would look to paint the booty in a semi-realistic kind of way, or like shading wise maybe, just to see. I mean, this is pretty realistic, but I mean, as far as like, let's use this as a base and then just like highlight and shady. Let's move you way off to the side for drying. Like, it'll dry in a bit, but I won't be able to work at the table while it's drying at the same time. Don't fall. Don't fall. You're going to fall. Okay, I'll put you on the ground. Just make sure you don't step on it. Okay. So like this is where like the tail. So like it's like we got some like muscle here. I mean, weird pivot, I know, but like, I want to see how it would actually turn out in certain ways. Semi paint by number. I was following an anatomy little diagram to get an idea before I sketched this out, so like, let's like treat this almost like a paint by number deal. But still, we're just experimenting here now and seeing. Like, how would this translate over? But this is still look like it's supposed to. Because, like, you can't always rely on a horse's tail to hide the butt. Because some horses will have their tail all, like, braided up and stuff. Or sometimes they have short tails. Sometimes they're cut. And if someone asks you, hey, can you draw my horse's butt? And their horse has a short little tail. You don't want to just give them a round circle and stuff. That would be lazy. I know, you want it to look right. You want it to look like an actual horse's butt. And back legs. That's where I'm at. So I'm kind of like taking inspiration from like Leonardo da Vinci. You know how he went into all of the anatomies. Like he dissected people that were dead, that were already dead. He dissected and like found out, oh, like this is where the muscles are going and all that sort of thing. And that's how like he got like super detailed peoples and everything like that and jazz. And how it looked super good. So I'm trying to like, even if my style is somewhat cartoony, I want it to have like a foundation. Even if it ends up looking cartoony in the end, I want it to like be based in science. Like to come from somewhere. To know where the muscles are coming from. Because, like, what if, like, one horse has, like, shorter legs, one horse has longer legs, or if, like, another horse has, like, the feathers on the feet? Where in the leg am I putting those? Am I putting, like, am I only putting them down here? Like down here? Or am I like starting up higher and stuff? I know. Like sometimes you gotta do silly science stuff to make good art. Because the arts and the sciences should not be separated. There is no reason for them to be separated. Because they weren't back in the day. They weren't. There is a lot of math in good science. The golden ratio is math. The silver ratio is math. It's math. So people who are good at art and say that they're bad at math are lying. They're bad at certain math. They're not bad at all math. They're just bad at particular maths. They have beef with a particular type of math. Alright. Because now, let's see, we do horse tail, and then go like, wee. Because there's a little bit of spine left in the tail up to like here, or like here, and then we can go like whoosh. That was messy. And then for like feathers, whoosh. And whoosh. Still very messy, but we have an idea, at least. We have all the shapes. Now, even though that's like really messy and not the right colors, it still kind of reads like it's supposed to. I'll have to do more work on that. See if I can do it again, but like from memory. On a slightly smaller scale. And I'm gonna run out of room. Run out of room. Because there are a lot of horses, or at least a couple, certain breeds that their back thighs don't really touch, or some of them do, and some of them don't. Like, is it a warm-blooded horse? Is it a cold-blooded horse? Well, not really cold-blooded, but I like... Is it a cob breed? Is it a... Like, the cob breeds are like the workhorses of old. Like your Clydesdales, your, the more stockier builds. Like your halflingers and like your cart horses, your, well, standardbreds have gone to the more like racehorse slender side of things, but I'm sure they used to be a lot stockier. But also like old school war horses were definitely like big, stocky, can crush your skull if it stepped on you kind of thing, whereas like thoroughbreds and Arab horses are very light, very slender. They're built for racing long distances over deserts and stuff. Like being light on the sand, that type of deal. And like they can still break your bones if they strike you. But they're not as heavy. And you gotta be really finicky with their diets. And stuff. And be careful if they get, like, cold easily. They're from warmer climates, whereas the cob breeds are from the colder climates. Generally speaking. Anyway, yeah. I think I got the general idea now. I mean, this part I need to practice on. The hooves part, I definitely need to practice more. But that's pretty good for, like, a whatever. I still have so much of this paint. Feels bad, just kind of letting it go. Not a lot of things in nature I could just do. Maybe we could just do something abstract. Let's just pick a thing. I am starting to get hungry. I think I need to like put on some rice or something for dinner. So let's just mess about. Let's see what comes of this. See what flows back and forth. Go. Something to mess about. That's something fun. Ooh, look at that. Just gonna scoop and plop. And then swoosh. There we go. Let's just... whatever. That's one way to use the paint. Boop, boop, ba-doo, do, 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 do. And then we could sketch something on this later. Yeah, there we go. That's fun. That's fun. I think that's as much as that's gonna take. The rest of this just needs to be cleaned. Let's pull up the other paint we did. I wonder if... should we ink sketch over this? Or maybe do a little bit of pencil color shading. Like, we didn't have white paint, but we have white pencil crayon. I think that would be kind of cool. Just to end off with another medium. Just whoop. Hold on. There we go. And why not? Let's see, what color are you? I did a little, like, I marked all the numbers with all the colors that they are on this, so that I would know. 139. Yeah, you're a nice light brown. 138 is actually, yeah, that's more closer to what it, the other thing is. Where's 137? Are you 137? Yeah, you are. There we go. And it's a nice, like, steely blue. 152. Okay. It's 150. 151 is actually probably 151 and 152. What part? 152! Nice. Where's 151? It's probably even darker. It's 153, which is a more gray. Something that almost looks black. Isn't. I don't think there is a black. No, that's green. Wait, 151? Oh, it is 151. There we go. It looks green on, like, the bottom swatch, but when you actually color it out, it looks like a blue. Yeah. I think that would be nice, you know, mixing these medias together. Yeah. No way we can get some nice clouds here. I like that. A little bit of blur. A little bit of extra blur in the sky. And the water. Look at that. Yeah. Oh, I love how that's turning out. Look at that. Alright, this one. Two, one, like that. Yeah. Oh, I love this. This is nice. Adding just a little bit of extra texture into the water. Get some of this wood texture. Yeah. Ooh, I like this. This is nice. Just add to the reflection on the wood. There. that the one I just used? Maybe. This one. Yeah. Yeah, we get some of this dark blue gray. Coming alive, I love it. I'm having a lot more fun with this one than the other one. I think I was just trying to take the other one too seriously. Ain't that just the way? You try to be serious and do something with a piece of art, and it just doesn't, like, give you the vibes you're hoping for, and then and then you're free and silly with another piece, and it just turns out like, pow, you know? Like, it gives you the vibes you were looking for with the other one. Maybe I'll revisit it and give it the pencil color treatment too. And then we'll, like... And then maybe it'll, like, really give that one some, like, life too. I wonder if I have... Oh, I totally have the colors for it. Like, just glancing at it. Oh, I mean, it should. Yeah. Also, I wanted a little bit of this. This one's not as soft. But I think having this extra. Yeah. Pencil crayon on acrylic paint just has a really nice vibe to it. Ooh, I need to put some of this gray in here. So that we really get the whole storm cloud vibe in the darkest of corners. 51. 51. Yes, you're 51. So you guys can get what I mean by how this thing is like a dark gray blue. Yeah. Oh, look at her! Yeah, that brought her to life. Well, let's revisit this baby. See what we can do. We already have these browns. And we have this white. Now let us find red and orange. Or is this 34? Yes, this is 34. Good. And then 161. That's for this. And then the green we're looking for is like 144. I think you are it. Nope. 143. Which will work for highlight. 42. 144. Here we go. I'll have to pick that up in a second. It's also like this particular color palette is not one that I personally vibe with in my day-to-day life. So maybe that's why it wasn't like bringing me the joy that the other one was. It's definitely somebody else's like color palette vibes though. Oh, I missed a line. Cushion right here. Alrighty. So we'll avoid that for a couple. While it's doing its thing there. And of course, we want, yeah. Also never drawn one of these chairs before, so maybe that's also... And also, this is probably a pretty common item, and it's just like, oh, the pressure of drawing something that people have probably seen before. Well, I mean, people have seen logs before, but logs are an organic item. Organic items, you can kind of get away with certain things because it's an organic item. Organic items do crazy things. They could be any shape whatsoever. Oh yeah, now I can use this to like... Now you know, like, oh, that's a worn-in seat spot. Yeah, there we go. Now it's like coming together. And it's like textured. That's the other thing. Like it's like, oh, what is the texture? 6-1. Yeah, you're diggy kind of orangey. Gotta stick this underneath what the wood textures are gonna kind of be like over top of it. So I was going for like a red woody kind of vibe. And... turn over. My hands are slippery. 38. Need to... 38 is the deeper color, so you are going to be in the shadows. This is gonna go all over everything else. Now translates better. Kind of hurting my hand a little bit. That's okay. Mess about here. Put the carpet. Like that carpet that used to be like this carpet used to be kind of this color, but wasn't treated as nice, and now it's this color. um This wall did good. We don't have to do too much for this. It's just, these guys now. Maybe this wall was just a little too bright. Needed to be just a little bit closer to the other wall. Thought I was adding depth, but maybe not as much as I thought. Now we can do the wood again for frames. And the red reflecting on it will just be that, oh, it's shiny wood. Maybe that's how it'll seem more put together. I don't know, you can't see directly what the picture is because there's glass. Okay, I think that looks much better. There we go. That's better. I wasn't feeling it at first, but we've come around. Come around. We fixed it. There, we've got this one, and this one, and a secret third thing, which is still wet. Your secret third thing. This is gonna be wet for a while, I think. And our secret third thing, which maybe we'll revisit next week and see what else we can add to it. I feel like, if we like change its direction, we could do something really cool with it. But yeah, alright, we got 2 things and a secret third thing. I think we did a great job today. Yeah. We still have a lot to do. We have a lot more paints, a lot more art to do, to make. And hopefully we'll be able to do this every week. I'm still working on a new schedule so that it won't hurt my arm so much. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I certainly had a really good time. And yeah, been really looking forward to you guys joining me. Leave suggestions for what you want to see. Do you like the idea of picking random colors and just sort of making whatever comes to mind? Or do you want to see art of our video games? Or do you want to keep this its own thing? Let me know. Let me know in the comments. And, yeah. I guess, I'll see you guys next time. Bye!